So as I said, basically we're trying to get the blacks and the whites and all the tonal variations in between. So to get the really sharp edges, you want to be using the charcoal pencil. So you can see that you're getting really, really sharp. You can get very, very dark blacks with this, but very, very precise lines. So that would be really good for your outlines. So I'm just going to write next to it what it is so that when you come back to it, you'll remember. Okay, so that's the charcoal pencils. All right, the next type of charcoal that creates that really dark tone are these Conti charcoals. And these are really, really good for getting very, very black, dark, compacted areas. Okay, having a look at some of my drawings, can you see which areas would have that? Which areas I would use that? Someone tell me. Okay, so over here, yep. All right, so basically we're using that really, really dark, and I would have used that for the background as well. Okay, anywhere that you're really compacting those black areas. So that is a Conti crayon. All right, so we've got a pretty similar version of that, but it's much thicker, okay? I actually meant to do that. Okay, so it's not as compressed as the Conti crayon, but it is still very, very dark. Okay, so if you're doing really, really large expanses, that's pretty much a good place to do it. But you might still see some white, so you might want to just go in and just really make sure that you're getting all those areas so that they're really, really dark. Okay, so that's just the large, I don't even remember what it's called. We just call it compact charcoal. Okay, so then we start looking at some of the lighter ones. So this is willow charcoal, okay? And willow charcoal, okay, the thing about willow charcoal is you can really lighten it, okay? So it's really, really good for areas that have that really light tonal areas, okay? So you can not only smudge it with your hands, but you can use this to get a more precise kind of area. What areas in here do you think I've used the willow? Yep, in the flowers, yep. Where else? Yep, perfect. Okay, so these are willow charcoal. Okay, they're much lighter. Now, I also sometimes use this white Conti crayon, so it's exactly the same as the black one we used. Can't find. But it's white, and so if you ever want to add some highlights to it, you can kind of go in there and add these white. Okay, so it's a bit hard to kind of show a demo there, but you can see that when it's used on the black, you can create some of those white contrasts. All right, so we can also use that white Conti. Now, there are a couple of other things. This one I haven't used before, but I've just purchased it, and it is charcoal powder. And essentially you can kind of use it with different types of brushes. So if you're going for that real smudgy look, okay, so I could have used something like that in the arms and stuff. Be careful with this. Obviously, very little goes a long way, and it's a bit hard to control, so just be careful if you're trialing that one. And basically that's it. So the other things that you can use, so in here, I actually also just got the detail from my pen, from the pencil, and then I use this to kind of drag it down. Okay, so you can still get that kind of smudgy look using all the darker ones, but you just really want to trial them and practice and see what works. Okay?